Hey, so I made two promissory notes last week. One was made payable to Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Service for a court fine for over £1,500. Another one was made payable to Gloucester City Council for a council tax bill that they've been harassing me for. So I went into lawful rebellion in 2014, back in April, based on what Chris Coverdale had been reporting, that paying tax was a war crime, that all of these horrible posts that get posted to my wall on a daily basis by people living in Gaza and other countries in the Middle East that are being subjected to war, genocide essentially, and that the UK taxpayers are contributing to it with our taxes. So I've said no, I'm not paying any more tax until you bring the troops back and stop killing people with my money. The courts didn't recognise that, wouldn't accept that at all, and they sent it off to a debt collectors. Now this was before I knew about the promissory notes. So I made the promissory note payable to the City Council as the holder, but it was also for the holder in due course, which obviously Phoenix Collections would be the holder in due course of that note, of that promissory note. They did reply to me saying that the note had been accepted because they haven't sent it back to me. It's been noted is what they said. The amount that I made the promissory note payable for was based on a letter that they'd sent on the 3rd of March 2015. Now somewhere between the 3rd of March 2015 and the 13th of March 2015, they have magically created another amount of over £1,380. Now, instead of sending them another promissory note for this amount, I want verification of this amount. I want the true bill. I want to know where this amount has come from. Because as far as I can see, they are just creating these numbers out of thin air and sending them off to people. And some people are paying it because they think they have to. So this is the biggest breakthrough I've had so far in the sense that they've accepted the promissory notes as payment. All I've been saying up until this point is that I'm not the artificial person, Miss Hannah Shotbolt, that's intellectual property of the Crown, and any claim I make to it is fraudulent. They haven't recognised any of that. It hasn't worked, and it's that simple. So I'm not going to say to people, "Yep, just say you're not the name," and there's no game, because that's not the case. It hasn't worked for me so far. The only thing that's worked so far is paying these promissory notes, sending them payment in legal tender. I can understand why it would be considered fraudulent by some, because obviously to make the promissory note payable I had to give an ID number, being the national insurance number. So I don't know whether that's consent to be the artificial person, but whether I consent to it or not, they've already proved that they are presuming that I am, and they are attaching it to my body. So they will come and steal my material goods as payment for this debt attached to this corporation. So I put a reply together for them based on documents and information that's been volunteered and contributed to pages like Beat the Bailiffs and the Banks and Get Out of Debt Free, and other Freeman Sovereign websites where people have uploaded conversations that they've had with various third-party interlopers. And so I put this reply together, which I'll read to you. So this one is regarding the council tax promissory note. It's marked private and confidential. Notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent. Dear interloper, thank you for your recent contact dated the 13th of March 2015. Note, Miss Hannah Shotbolt is an artificial entity and elected liability legal fiction trademark which constitutes valuable intellectual property, and all rights, title and interest are reserved. Any more mail which is sent by your corporation to Miss Shotbolt, Miss Hannah Shotbolt or H. Shotbolt will be classified as mail fraud, and all mail will be returned to sender. Please supply me with a name I can recognise, signed in wet ink, and a printed name which exists within your group. Please provide verification of your claim by providing me with a true and certified copy, not a photocopy, of the true liability order and the true bill. Please also provide me with the name of the individual who is the duly authorised representative for your company, who has seen the true liability order and the true bill under penalty of perjury and with unlimited liability. Please also confirm that the name of the individual who is the duly authorised representative from your company, who has carried out due diligence under the Money Laundering Regulations 2007, and what actions he or she has taken in relation to this account. Please provide this information and documents within 10 days of the above date so that I may settle any financial obligation that I might lawfully owe. Your said failure to provide verification of your claim constitutes your agreement to the following terms: that you are a third-party interloper, you have no legal standing, no first-hand knowledge of this matter, your claim is fraudulent, any damages I suffer you will be held culpable, and that you will no longer pursue this matter any further. May I also remind you that under Section 21 of the Theft Act 1968, it is an offence to make unwarranted demands with menace with the view to make gain or cause loss, with a maximum sentence of up to 14 years imprisonment. Namaste. By Sovereign Hannah Rose of the Family Shop Bolt. No assured value, no liability, errors and omissions accepted, all rights reserved, without recourse, non-assumptive. So I'll send that one off today. Recorded delivery. I send them all to the legal departments rather than to the payments or the collections department, whatever. It goes straight to their legal team, because you got more chance of them understanding what these letters are actually saying by these notices. It's not a letter, it's a notice. It's a legal notice. So we'll see what they say to that. If they can't provide the true bill, then they're not getting another promissory note. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but I'll keep you posted anyway. If you want copies of this and the promissory note, I will be uploading them to my page. I'm still waiting for my dad to get back with his laptop because the promissory note's on his computer, not mine. So he's back today, so I'll have that uploaded hopefully by this evening. I'll get a copy of this letter up there as well for those of you that want to read it for yourself or print it off or do whatever you're doing. But if you are receiving council tax bills, this is proof that they are accepting promissory notes as payment, that it is legal tender. Lord Denning said that promissory notes are as good as cash, so this is pretty valuable information. It can save people a lot of money. So I'll let you know if I hear anything back from the courts as well, about the fine I paid with a promissory note. So yeah, apart from that, I hope you have a lovely day. Namaste.